I couldn't have imagined my life without being married to you. We've cried together. We've laughed together. We're bonded like no other. Isn't that right, Gene? Come here, give me a good little smooch, you. Sir, this is the FBI. Stop right there. FBI? You're under arrest for scamming your audience, and stop whatever it is you're trying to do to your baby. My baby? Officer, that's my wife. His wife? Rookie, take the shot. Whoa. Hey, my bowl of cereal, I know that my past few videos have mostly been, hey, this thing bad. And don't worry, I've heard you. So this one will be a little different, because today I want to talk about something a little bit more uplifting, a little bit more inspiring, a little thing called love. A special kind of love that transcends space and time. But mostly time, because I am, of course, talking about TikTok age gap relationships. Now, before sounding overly judgmental, I'll say that age gaps between consenting adults aren't inherently bad, as long as they're genuinely happy. And the lowest age gap of couples I want to check out today is only 37 years? But somehow more shocking than their age difference being my age, if I hadn't been conceived for another decade, is their lore. Because every single one of these TikTok age gap couples is so insane, I'm gonna have to get a therapy session after this video. Anyways, the couple I want to check out are King Kuran and Queen Cheryl. Now I know that to the untrained eye, these two might seem the same age, but if you look real closely, you'll notice that he was 25 and she was 62 when they got married. And even better is that they first met 10 years before that. Yep, now that's something we in the YouTube business like to call grooming. Or I guess that's more of a Minecraft YouTuber thing. I actually covered these guys back when my haircut didn't make me look like a replica of every other commentary YouTuber. And I gotta admit, they seemed ecstatic together. They made silly TikTok dance. They announced that they were going to have a surrogate baby.
His sperm and a surrogate's eggs is how we are getting our baby.
And ever since, I've been following their beautiful, thriving relationship. Their live, their laugh, their love. Ow. Ow. Now, just to be upfront, I'm not being abrasive about their relationship just because one of them happens to look old enough to have met Jesus, or gave birth to him, who knows? No, I just feel obligated to be, because it just so happens that they're also some of the most awful people on the internet. For example, less than a year ago, they announced that they bought a 22,000 square foot facility to turn into a women and children's shelter located in Edwardsville, Georgia. And it was going to have everything.
Hello. We're at the women's shelter that we got.
That's in Edwardsville, Georgia. We are in the process of restoring it and bringing it back to life so we can bring something back to the community. This is something we're very passionate about. So
I guess it's kind of a little bit foreshadowing, but it's funny that right from the start, she clearly couldn't care less and is making shit up on the fly of what should be their passionate life project.
We're at the women's shelter that we got.
This is something we're very passionate about.
Hello, welcome to our shit-ass multi-million-dollar project. We're starting to help women and orphans and those wheelchair people, I guess. I don't know. I'm like 300 years old. I thought this was my bathroom. We are so excited for this, guys.
This is a 22,000 square foot facility. Will include 40 well-lit rooms, a free daycare, state-of-the-art cafeteria, classrooms for GED, prep, trade school classes, and other business classes. We will also have a wing dedication to detox,
rehab, and therapy. Some other amenities at the storehouse will include Bible study, horseback riding, swimming, an exercise room, free clothing, and free hygiene products. As you all can see, we have a lot of work to do.
How the heck are they going to afford what is essentially an entire city of amenities in their 22,000 square foot property that currently looks like the average Blockbuster?
All donations are accepted and appreciated. Please go to our website.
Aha! You can donate to their website. Well, it doesn't seem to appear in their description, nor in their bio, not on their YouTube, not on their Instagram. Maybe it's on their OnlyFans, or more likely, they took it offline after they were exposed for lying and running an entirely fake charity donation scam by the people of Adairsville who posted this. There's been a lot of static and circulation recently of a couple in Rome, GA who had posted a video of a large building in Adairsville that they claimed to have and were turning into a women and children's shelter. They did not purchase this property, they did not lease this property, nor were they ever in contract for this property. Of course, the entire thing has to be a scam. If only we could have seen this lack of sincerity from the start. Apparently, the real owner of the property does believe that a women's and children's shelter in Adairsville would be a beneficial and incredible undertaking. I mean, he just doesn't trust Quran and Cheryl. I mean, after this video, you probably won't blame him. The real owner has repeatedly requested that a video of them soliciting money for the property be removed, to no avail. And any and all donations they have and continue to receive are in no way affiliated or going towards this property or actual owner of the property.
It and bringing it back to life. So
now, obviously, most of this couple's viewers haven't even seen this statement, so Quran and Cheryl were able to quite literally collect donations using the property data of a random person. And if you don't want them to do the same with you, then I've got you covered with today's video sponsor, private internet access. With the rise of AI, recent studies show that bots are now responsible for more than half of internet traffic. Yippee! Technological advancement! What? No, that's not a good thing. What? Most of these bots maliciously scrape for data. But what about? They collect your browsing behavior, but especially on public networks like that one cafe you love siphoning internet off of. Oh man. But with private internet access, you can hide your IP address and encrypt your internet connection. This way, it shields your digital life from the eyes of hackers, your ISP, and even government censors. Man, this almost sounds like a Black Mirror episode, which I wanted to watch a new season of, but it's not available where I live. Where do you live? The moon. Netflix did not want to pay for these licensing fees. Well, private internet access can also help you with that. If a show is unavailable on whichever streaming service in the country you live, you can just connect to one of their VPN servers in a country where it is available. So 30 million downloads and a no-logs policy proven multiple times in court through third-party audits, PIA is extremely transparent. And if you go to piavpn.com/soggycereal, you'll get 83% off of private internet access with 4 months free. That's only $2.03 a month. And it's available on every device. So go check them out in the description. I always appreciate you all for supporting my channel, and thank you PIA for sponsoring this video. Look, it's one thing to make cringy geriatric couple content. It's another thing entirely to exploit your audience by pretending to be Mother Teresa. I mean, she's already got the look down. And with this TikTok of Quran crying, everyone thought she also had the stature down. Because everyone thought she was dead like Mother Teresa. Turned out he was actually crying because of the drama surrounding their surrogate baby they announced they were getting a few months prior. Because we all know the best place to vent about something as serious as a surrogate pregnancy is a public TikTok. I mean, that's where I'm having my therapy later. Which, for the people who don't know, surrogacy is a form of pregnancy most common when someone wants a child but can't. In this case, for obvious reasons, where another woman will then grow or carry a child for another person or couple, sometimes by having her egg fertilized with someone else's sperm, or by carrying the already fertilized egg of someone else. Now that's some peak TikTok drama. And Quran and Cheryl posted everything surrounding their surrogacy on their TikTok. The announcement where they clarify Quran's sperm will be used to fertilize the egg of the surrogate, since Cheryl is slightly past her expiration date.
His sperm and a surrogate's eggs is how we are getting our babies.
it's a traditional pregnancy. So we're not using Cheryl's eggs at all.
They shared confirmation of the surrogate pregnancy,
We're gonna see if she's pregnant.
their gender reveal. Happy TikTok dances of the surrogate mother being imprisoned. Because obviously the carrier of your child being imprisoned should be treated the same way as hitting the Fortnite griddy. Now of course, this lack of seriousness when the alleged carrier of their child was being incarcerated rang a few alarm bells in virtually every viewer's head, including mine. This combined with the time that Karan mentioned she was a drug addict.
I didn't know there was an addiction involved the whole time we were having a baby, but yet there's just so much shit going on that I'm just, does she think me and Cheryl doing this for likes and views? Lady, you have never told one day. I just need prayer. I need peace. Cause I'm tired of fighting for something I've been wanting for so fucking long.
Or Cheryl posting ultrasound picture of this tiny little embryo on May 21st, and then 2.5 weeks later having it turned into this big ass chunky baby made people even more skeptical. Plus, in the surrogate related videos, which coincidentally happened to garner more views than their average TikToks, they kept announcing their tour.
I will be seeing our surrogate soon. And another update we're having, our first tour date is going to be in Biloxi, Mississippi, July 13th.
Yes.
And we will be there.
Where you could enjoy things like a picture or a hot dog. Or everyone who donates $20 to Operation House the Homeless will receive a complimentary 7 nights resort for up to 6 people. A guaranteed free vacation for $20? Wow! Oh, wait, this is another one of their charity donation scams. Now, obviously, I would never be as heartless as to accuse someone of milking a made-up emotional story like the desperate desire to have a child with their 62-year-old geriatric wife, spiraling into a dramatic, heart-wrenching surrogacy saga and milking every second of it for millions of views. But I don't have to, because their surrogacy carrier already has, who also happens to be a TikToker. Which, of course she is. Of course they tried to get a surrogacy carrier via TikTok. Because why would you go through doctors and therapists and a surrogate agency when you could actually make the whole thing up and use a random stranger on the app as scapegoat?
A lot of people want to believe him over me because I'm a crackhead. She's a crackhead.
I didn't know there was an addiction involved.
They knew I was an active addiction. The day that they came over to discuss it, I was with my baby daddy, and my baby daddy told me that I had to tell them. They still chose to go through with this whole process. He knows that he's not the dad, but he obviously wants to monetize off every single thing.
Yeah, so apparently the entire surrogacy situation was made up. They didn't go through legal documents, no contracts were ever signed, because this never was a surrogacy.
I did reach out to my attorney. I just want him to stop. I just want him to stop making content about me and my daughter. I just want, he's not the dad. I'm not gonna allow you to monetize off her DNA. I'm not gonna allow this to be a public, huge, millions of views thing.
This was just a pregnant lady struggling with addiction and rather had her upcoming baby, who wasn't conceived with Quran's sperm, even though that's what he said,
His sperm and I surrogate's eggs.
be adopted by another couple to provide it with a better life, and then offered her baby to Quran and Cheryl like an Amazon delivery package. But as she successfully beat her addiction,
I'm 187 days sober today,
and was constantly being harassed by the lies of Quran and Cheryl faking this surrogacy situation and milking it for views,
I would have a little bit more sympathy if you didn't dog me and bash me the way that you did.
she logically decided to keep the baby.
When I got sober, when I came home and I got sober and I really realized what the hell was happening, I was absolutely mortified.
Because if they were already milking this child for views even before it was born, then imagine how far they might have gone after they received the child.
They are content creators. They are influencers. They don't work outside of TikTok. I understand that they need content and they need views, but I don't understand how we're doing this, why we're doing this about a child.
I'm really starting to hate these two people.
The amount of hate that I got on this is honestly so mind-blowing. A lot of the comments that I got on that video were people literally wanted me to relapse.
But who am I to criticize true love? Who am I to step on their happiness? At least it's really cool to see that they're still together. Emotional farewell? Oh no!
This ain't easy. Not for me, not for her. It's a tough decision I had to make.
Tough decision? No! Are you guys breaking up?
This ain't goodbye forever. It's I'll see you soon. Sure, I love you to death. You do. I appreciate it.
Wait, is she dying? Actually, that wouldn't be that shocking. I'm kidding. Jeez. Elon Musk has one crash out and comedy is illegal again.
Legalize comedy. Yeah.
I know, Karan got imprisoned for 7 years. Apparently he was charged with 3 counts of felony, aggravated assault, 8 counts of insurance fraud, 2 counts of false statements and writings, 1st-degree criminal damage to property, 2 second-degree criminal damage to property, 3 misdemeanor counts of reckless conduct, and 2 counts of false reports of a crime. Why is it always the influencers, man? See, it kind of detracts from your responsible messaging of having to make a tough decision.
This ain't easy. Not for me, not for her. It's a tough decision I had to make.
When in actuality, you just committed a collective of 21 crimes.
He made a mockery of me. He judged me. He degraded me. He belittled me on this app, made fun of me for being a crackhead, made fun of me for going in and out of jail, dealing with things, having all these things. He made fun of me. And the whole time, he was scamming people out of their money, okay? And causing injury, causing serious injury.
But you're still gonna thrive in stride, so hey, should be waiting for me when I get home.
Yes, I will.
I'll wait for you. How long you got? I'm not gonna laugh at that. This is a tragic situation, and I have to feel bad for them. Or at least I should, if they hadn't both scammed their audience with fake charity and fake surrogacy while harassing a pregnant recovering addict for millions of views. I mean, at this point, I'm starting to think that they might be mutual gold diggers who set up a fake relationship in the first place just to capitalize off of rage bait shock value TikTok views. And then again, they do really seem in love when they do Fortnite dance. Well, I think it's about time for my therapy session. The content I've gotta sit through, man. It's consuming me. There. It's okay. Thank you. Can't take it anymore. Well, I hope you learned something this video because he sure hasn't and will always keep torturing himself for your entertainment. But you can cheer him up by subscribing to his channel so he can absorb all of your fibers and nutrients. Also, don't forget to check out private internet access in the description. And thanks again for sponsoring this video.